We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now ETN to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jones has it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Out to his left. Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. To throw is Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down with Akers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Steps away. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. On 1st down, Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Lawrence's throw caught here by Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second and 6. Lawrence going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Let's be smart. Let's do it. They can't stop us. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. We're going to be big time now. Come on. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. No pain, no gain. Let's go. Turn it up.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. He will score. Touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Gay is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Let's rock and roll.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stafford on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 16. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now a toss running left, Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Stafford. Eluding the fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11 he goes down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
On the handoff, it's Akers. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Leonard Floyd from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Stafford.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended target was Cam Akers.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Short yardage situation. You have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
Past midfield, look out.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the counter, ETN. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Draw play, ETN.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Lawrence.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Etienne once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
On the return is Powell.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now Stafford and the Rams down 24-21. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and hope to. No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team that has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.